Also, maybe to get the answers from the horse's mouth, we've got the president of the Namibian Football Association, Mr. Frans Mbidi, on the line. Good evening, Mr. Mbidi, and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Lesley.
Well, thank you so much. We have quite a number of questions that we wanted to ask you, Mr. President. Maybe I should get right into it. Yesterday, you said that Mr. Rukoro was suspended because of gross insubordination. Can you maybe give us example as to what has he done?
Thank you very much. And the question is, actually premature to get an answer from me now because I have not served Mbidi with a reason for his suspension yet. But I have to do that before I can elaborate more.
Okay.
Like your panelists are alluding to, it's true that valid reasons should be forwarded or availed to ensure that we do not create panic at the association. So overall, I can only say that yes, he has been suspended, and I have confirmed that yesterday.
Okay. Maybe another question that we've got: was due process followed in the suspension of Mr. Rukoro?
I need to put something clear, or to make something clear. I am the direct supervisor. I need to correct Carlos. I'm the direct supervisor of Mr. Rukoro, and he reports directly to me. And if I'm not happy with his performance, I have the full right to do what I did. I do not need to consult anybody. It's my right to make sure that my subordinates perform to the best of to my satisfaction. Actually, sorry.
Mm-hmm. So you have got the right to be able to do that. But in your statement, you also said that all stakeholders were informed of these, including the ministers and so on. The question: was the NFA Executive Committee members informed about these, and what was their reaction?
I think the responsibility placed on me is to make sure I supervise the secretariat. And at an appropriate time, I should report to the executive. And if need be, to the Congress. You must understand that I was elected by the Congress, not by the executive.
Okay.
I am accountable to the Congress.
You are accountable.
I'm just chairing the executive meetings.
Okay,
and
so
we have also, due process has been followed. We have called a meeting where we will discuss the matter with the executive. I have consulted my executive member on the matter. Mm-hmm. And if at the end of the day they have a different opinion, if they are right, everybody is entitled to his own interpretation. Like your panelists, they are entitled to their own interpretation. But the facts will come out, and they will be shocked.
Okay. Maybe we're not getting to the questions. Let's quickly move to some allegations that are flying around. It is said that maybe part of the reason why Mr. Rukoro was suspended is because you had forwarded a letter to him which you instructed him to forward to Mpasi Haingura. Is this true or false?
I cannot comment on that, and I don't think that have relevance on his suspension.
Okay, so now he has been suspended for 3 months. Does that mean that it is indefinite, or will this be slashed in half at some point or another?
No, I think there was a miscommunication about the 3 months. The 3 months, I wanted to make clear that I will finalize the disciplinary process in 3 months' time, not more than 3 months. It will be unfair to suspend a person for a longer period than that.
Okay. Maybe another question also. You saying the due process was followed. As the direct supervisor of Mr. Rukoro, as you simply put it, was earlier disciplinary proceedings put in place, like warning letters for his insubordination, or was this just a once-off thing?
My dear brother, you want me now to reveal all the details of this and to make my case very weak. All I can tell you that I have warned them very in writing, and it is more than 6 months ago. I cannot react like a mad person. I know reasons, and there are a lot of directives that point in that direction.
Okay, so he has been suspended with full pay. The person that is coming in, will he be getting the salary also of the SG, or will he just be getting his normal salary?
Under normal circumstances, when you have suspended someone and somebody is active, he will receive an allowance. We will get to the details of that once I'm in Windhoek and I have addressed the acting Secretary General.
Mm-hmm. There are also allegations that a position has been or is been trying to be created for a Deputy Secretary General in the Namibian Football Association. Is this true or not?
I beg your pardon?
There are allegations that a position of a Deputy Secretary General has been trying to be created in the Football Association. True or not?
I think we must understand that the association is growing. Growing not only in membership but also in all aspects of management. It's not only the position of a Deputy Secretary General, but all other positions, like the marketing manager, the finance manager, the communications manager, all these were discussed at a different platform. And I think it was discussed in February last year that we should look at these things. And, to say that we are trying to create that position, we have established as an executive the need for a Deputy Secretary General. Because most of the time you will find your Secretary General on FIFA assignments, or he's away on CAF assignment or COSAFA assignment. The assignments are just too many. And for every time to appoint an acting Secretary General, we thought it wise to have a full-time Deputy Secretary General to attend to domestic issues.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mbidi, you're also saying that eventually when the facts come out, the nation will be shocked. Is the charges that will be brought against Mr. Rukoro only insubordination, or are there also other factors involved here, like misconduct or whatever?
I think I'm currently engaging legal experts to look at what I have put in front of them, and they can advise me properly.
Let's move on. Earlier on in the beginning of this year, you said that in the beginning of last year, I beg your pardon, you said that the Namibian Football Association was going to make sure that there was going to be an NFA Cup during the 2015-2016 season, and that has not happened. Did that have any bearing on the suspension?
No, it didn't have any bearing on the suspension.
Mm-hmm. Did the Namibian Football Association, there's also other allegations, I'm sorry that I have to ask you these because simply put, you sort of like trying to keep your cards close to your chest, that the Namibian Football Association, maybe there was a misunderstanding between the president himself and the Secretary General on who to support for the FIFA presidential candidate.
Yeah, I think there cannot be a misunderstanding. The Secretary General did not vote on behalf of the NFA. I'm the one carrying the vote for the NFA, and I cannot have a misunderstanding with him. And at no stage did we have a misunderstanding. Just to put the record straight, at no stage did we have a misunderstanding on the candidate for the NFA. And in fact, we did also not make a decision. As an executive, we did not sit there to advise each other on who's the best candidate for NFA in Africa.
Okay. Finally, maybe before I let you go, who is the Namibian Football Association going to cast your vote for in the 2016 FIFA presidential race?
We will be having a meeting on the 20th of February, and at this meeting we'll maybe clear the air as to who we will support. We will also take a decision there as to how to go about our candidate.
Okay. Well, Mr. Mbidi, thank you so much for speaking to us on Soccer Pitch on this lovely Thursday evening. Thank you so much.